Hello, and welcome back to Life Through Stoicism, where we explore how ancient wisdom can empower us in our modern world. Today, we dive into a topic that's not only timely, but transformative: frugal living stoicism, your path to financial freedom. Before we dive in, let's pause for a moment and reflect. How many of us spend money without truly considering why? How often have we bought something simply because we wanted it, without asking ourselves if it was really necessary? What if there was a better way where we use money as a tool to gain freedom, rather than a chain that ties us to fleeting desires? Today, we'll explore how Stoic principles can not only guide you to live more frugally, but also help you create a life of greater meaning and true financial independence. The fast track to financial freedom. Imagine slashing a decade off your working years. What if you could retire in your 40s instead of your 60s? Financial freedom can be closer than you think. Forget about extreme couponing or navigating complex investments. There's a simpler, more powerful strategy that can accelerate your journey to independence. It's not about cutting every little expense, it's about rethinking how you save. And the secret to it is surprisingly simple: your savings rate. Have you ever wondered how some people achieve financial freedom years before their peers? While many of us struggle with complex financial strategies or obsess over small savings, the real key to early retirement lies in one fundamental truth: how much you save, not how much you earn. Enter the financial independence, retire early FIRE movement, a revolutionary concept that has helped thousands achieve freedom from the daily grind. What's the secret? It's your savings rate. The amount of income you save and invest directly impacts how quickly you can retire. Let's break this down. The simple power of saving more. Imagine this: if you save 50% to 70% of your income, you could retire in just 7 to 10 years. That's drastically different from the traditional advice of saving 10 to 15%, which could keep you working for over 40 years. This isn't about pinching pennies, this is about redesigning your life, rethinking your priorities, and creating a future of abundance and freedom. The math behind financial independence. Here's the deal. Financial independence means your investments generate enough income to cover your living expenses forever. The commonly accepted rule says you need roughly 25 times your annual expenses saved and invested. This allows you to safely withdraw around 4% each year to live on, without fear of running out of money. But here's where the magic happens. Your savings rate isn't just important, it's everything. If you save only 10%, it could take you about 50 years to achieve financial independence. But boost that savings rate to 50%, and that timeline shrinks to just 17 years. And if you push your savings rate to 65%, you could retire in just 10 years. As Jim Rohn, the famous motivational speaker, once said, your income is the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. But more importantly, your savings rate might just be the biggest predictor of how quickly you can say goodbye to the 9-to-5 grind, targeting the big 3. Now, you might be thinking, where do I even start? Well, the fastest way to boost your savings rate is by targeting the big 3 expense categories: Houston, transportation, and food. Together, these account for 60 to 70% of most people's budgets. By making significant changes here, whether that means downsizing your home, driving a more economical car, or being mindful of food spending, you'll see a far greater impact than simply skipping your daily coffee or canceling a subscription. We've covered the basics of why your savings rate matters, but how exactly do you start making these changes? Well, the journey is about to get even more exciting. Ready to dive deeper into specific strategies? Let's explore how small adjustments in your lifestyle can have a huge impact on your path to financial freedom. Stay tuned for part 2. maximizing savings and shifting your mindset. The big three: maximizing your savings when it comes to cutting expenses. The big three: housing, transportation, and food are your biggest opportunities to increase savings. The truth is, these areas consume the bulk of most people's income, so focusing here can have a massive impact on your financial future. Consider downsizing your living space. Moving to a smaller home or relocating to an area with a lower cost of living can save thousands every year. Some people even take it a step further and get creative with their homes. House hacking: buying a duplex and renting out half can offset your mortgage, turning your living space into a source of income. Transportation is another area to consider. Driving a reliable older car instead of constantly upgrading to the latest model can save you significant amounts. In fact, many in the FIRE movement take things even further and go car-free altogether, opting to live in walkable areas to eliminate transportation costs. Imagine the freedom that comes with not having a car payment or insurance. It's not just a cost-cutting measure, it can change how you experience life. And when it comes to food, one of the most effective ways to cut costs is by cooking at home. Preparing meals rather than eating out can dramatically lower your food expenses while also improving your health. As Epicurus, the ancient Greek philosopher, once said, "Not what we have, but what we enjoy, constitutes our abundance." Cooking meals at home aligns with this wisdom, allowing us to enjoy simple pleasures without breaking the bank. The mindset shift: needs versus wants. Now, none of this will work unless you make a fundamental shift in how you think about your lifestyle. In today's consumer-driven world, we're constantly told we need more: bigger homes, faster cars, endless gadgets. But the truth, as many Stoic philosophers like Epictetus have taught, is that real freedom comes from distinguishing between what you need and what you want. Epictetus said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few." Once, it's easy to get lost in the endless cycle of desires that the world pushes on us. But the Stoics remind us that our true happiness doesn't come from acquiring more things. It comes from knowing how little we really need to feel fulfilled. Increasing your savings rate requires a shift in your mindset, a conscious decision to reject consumerism and prioritize what truly adds value to your life. Instead of trying to keep up with the Joneses, focus on what aligns with your core values and brings you genuine joy. This is not about deprivation, it's about intentionality. By removing the clutter of unnecessary expenses, you can free yourself from financial stress and start building a life of security and peace. In fact, many FIRE achievers say that once they started simplifying their lives, they felt more fulfilled, not less. They removed the distractions and unnecessary burdens, allowing them to find contentment in simplicity. They stopped running on the hedonic treadmill, where desires are endless, and embraced a life focused on meaningful experiences and long-term stability. Implementing your high savings rate. Ready to get practical? Start by calculating your current savings rate. It's simple. Divide the amount you save and invest each month by your take-home pay. This number will give you a clear picture of where you stand. From there, set a goal to gradually increase it. Even a 2% increase in your savings rate each month can lead to dramatic improvements over a year. Automate your savings so the money goes directly into investments before it even hits your checking account. The less money you see in your account, the easier it becomes to adjust to living on less. Take the time to track your spending for a few months. Use apps or spreadsheets to identify patterns and find areas to cut back. By being mindful of where your money goes, you'll uncover opportunities to save that you might have overlooked. Additionally, consider ways to increase your income. Side hustles, freelance work, or even seeking advancement in your current career can boost your earnings. Just remember, avoid lifestyle inflation. As your income increases, don't let your spending habits inflate with it. Instead, direct that extra income straight into your savings. When you combine decreased expenses with increased income, you create a powerful formula for achieving an impressively high savings rate. And that's what will ultimately propel you to financial freedom. Looking ahead, a powerful investment strategy. Now that you've set your savings rate and started implementing changes, you might be wondering, what do I do next? The answer lies in the investment strategy you choose. But that's a story for another chapter. Let's dive into how to make your increased savings work for you in the next section. The power of smart investing and true financial freedom. Building a simple, effective investment strategy. Once you've established a high savings rate, the next crucial step is crafting a smart, yet simple investment strategy to make your savings work for you. For most people pursuing early financial independence, a portfolio of low-cost index funds offers the best balance of growth potential and simplicity. The Stoics remind us of the power of patience and consistency. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, frequently emphasized that time is a powerful force in all aspects of life. And when it comes to investing, time is your greatest ally. Investing in index funds, which track the performance of the broader market, offers consistent, low-risk growth with minimal effort. This strategy is aligned with Stoic principles, simplicity, resilience, and patience. An important part of this strategy is taking full advantage of tax-advantaged accounts, like 401ks and IRAs. These accounts help you reduce your taxable income now, while allowing your investments to grow tax-free or tax-deferred. Even if you plan to retire early, there are strategies to access these funds without penalty. This can be a game-changer for those on the path to financial freedom before the traditional retirement age. But the real magic in investing comes from compound interest. With a 7% average annual return, your money will double approximately every 10 years. Think about that for a second. The earlier you start saving aggressively, the less you'll need to save in the long run, in the Stoic sense. Thank you so much for watching. If you found these insights helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe. We're just getting started, and I look forward to diving into more Stoic wisdom and practical tips with you. Until next time, live wisely and make conscious choices in both life and finances.